Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're unpacking a topic that might really resonate, especially for many of us navigating life past 60. It's that quiet feeling, often unspoken, that maybe a bit of your old self, your strength, your energy, even that confidence seems a little diminished.
Yeah, that feeling.
We hear it all the time. Oh, that's just part of getting older. But what if that's not quite right? What if the key isn't some complicated medicine, but something, well, incredibly simple, something probably in your kitchen right now?
Indeed. And for this deep dive, we're really leaning on the insights of Dr. Mohit Khera. He's a urologist, a men's health specialist, decades of experience.
Okay.
And he strongly believes this decline. It isn't inevitable. It's not the final word. He's seen what works, and he points towards some really powerful natural remedies hiding in plain sight, really.
Hidden in plain sight. I like that.
So today, we're exploring how, a surprising everyday combination might help you reclaim that vitality.
Okay, so how can something so ordinary, so common, become an ally? In protecting your, let's call it masculinity, your energy, after 60. Let's dive into Dr. Khera's take on this. First off, let's just establish why this matters so much. For a lot of men over 60, there's maybe this quiet thought, I just don't feel like myself anymore. What's usually going on there? Why does it hit so hard?
Well, what's really central to Dr. Khera's perspective is that low testosterone is often the underlying culprit.
Right, testosterone.
And we hear about it with sex drive, sure, but its reach is so much broader. It's like the signal telling your body, stay strong, keep muscles firm, protect your bones,
Okay.
maintain a metabolism that fights off belly fat, keep your mind sharp, your mood steady, and keep that confidence solid.
So it's foundational.
Absolutely. Without enough of it, the sort of fire of manhood, it doesn't just blow out, it dims slowly, relentlessly fading.
It's that gradual thing, isn't it? A little less energy today, a bit more struggle tomorrow. It makes it easy to just, accept it. This is just 60 plus.
Exactly. And that's the crucial point Dr. Khera challenges. Yes, testosterone levels do dip, maybe about 1% a year after middle age. That's true. But, and this is the encouraging part, the decline is real, but it is not final. Your body still has the machinery, the ability to make this vital hormone.
So it's not that the factory is closed, maybe just not running smoothly.
Precisely. Dr. Khera talks about cellular interference, things getting in the way. The key is creating the right internal environment, giving those cells what they need to do their job properly.
Okay.
And when men grasp that they still have some control, well, that's when hope really comes back into the picture.
That reframing is powerful. So if it's about fixing that internal environment, this brings us to the first kind of surprising ingredient Dr. Khera talks about, baking soda.
Right. Baking soda.
I mean, most of us think kitchen cupboard,
Yeah.
refrigerator deodorizer. It almost sounds, a bit funny, thinking it could impact men's health. How does he explain its role?
Well, Dr. Khera points out its power lies in its ability to shift your body's internal pH balance. Think acidity.
Acidity, okay.
As we age, things like diet, maybe alcohol, stress, just the natural aging process, they can make our blood and tissues a bit more acidic. And this acidity isn't just, a minor thing. It puts a strain on your cells. It interferes with hormone production, especially testosterone.
Ah, so it gums up the works, so to speak.
Pretty much. Baking soda acts as an alkalizing agent. It gently neutralizes that excess acidity, restoring balance.
Okay.
Dr. Khera specifically mentions how this helps the Leydig cells. Those are the testosterone factories in the testes, letting them perform better without that acidic interference.
So it's like cleaning up the workspace for those important cells. But you mentioned there's more to it than just pH.
Absolutely. Another angle, often overlooked, is its effect on circulation and oxygen delivery.
Circulation, right.
Crucial.
Healthy blood flow is, it's the lifeline of vitality, isn't it? Baking soda has been shown to help reduce lactic acid buildup.
Lactic acid, like after exercise. Exactly. But it can build up subtly, even without intense exercise.
Yeah.
Reducing it means potentially better endurance, maybe faster recovery from activity, and just better oxygen supply everywhere. Including the heart and, importantly, the reproductive system. So better support for testosterone and for sexual performance.
That makes sense.
And for guys who feel just constantly tired, that burnout from lactic acid, reducing it can mean noticeably more get up and go, less exhaustion.
So it's not a magic bullet on its own.
No, not on its own. But Dr. Khera sees it as setting the stage, creating that foundational shift, especially when you pair it with its partner.
Okay, so baking soda helps prepare the ground, better cell environment, maybe better circulation. Now, the partner ingredient that Dr. Khera says unlocks its potential. Lemon juice. What happens when these two come together?
This is where it gets interesting. It's a kind of synergy, you know, simple chemistry with a real biological effect. When lemon juice, which is acidic, meets baking soda, which is
You
alkaline,
get that fizz.
exactly that gentle fizz, that's carbon dioxide releasing. But in the body, this reaction seems to sort of buffer or soften both ingredients, makes them easier to digest, easier to absorb, more effective, ultimately.
So it's not just for show, the fizzing.
Not at all. Functionally, it seems to prepare them. Lots of men report the mixture feels quite light, quite smooth going down, like the body just accepts it readily.
Interesting. Okay, so beyond making it easier to absorb, what does the lemon juice itself bring to the table for men's health?
Lemon juice brings two really powerful things here. First, vitamin C. Loads of it.
Antioxidant, right?
Exactly. It directly shields those testosterone-producing Leydig cells from oxidative stress. Think of it like rust-proofing for your cells. Free radicals cause damage, especially as we age, and vitamin C fights that.
Protects the factory workers.
Good analogy. Second, lemon juice supports nitric oxide production.
Nitric oxide. That's for blood flow.
Bingo. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax, to open up. That's absolutely critical for healthy circulation. And every man knows good circulation is the foundation for, well, firm, dependable erections.
Oh, crucial connection there.
So together, the baking soda and lemon, they balance acidity, they help shield the cells, they support blood flow, they even help stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing those energy crashes that mess with hormones.
Creates a calmer internal state.
Exactly, a calm, balanced environment. It lets your body focus its resources on producing hormones, especially during sleep. There's a real tangible sense of doing something good for yourself with these simple, natural steps.
Sounds genuinely promising.
Yeah.
So the practical side, how do we actually do this? Dr. Khera calls it the evening ritual. He really emphasizes small, consistent habits. Why evening? Why is the timing important?
Yeah, the timing is key. Why evening? Well, the simple truth is, your body does the vast majority of its testosterone production while you're asleep.
During sleep.
Those deep sleep cycles, those quiet hours, that's prime time for repair, for building strength, for balancing hormones.
So you're giving the body the tools right when it needs them most.
Precisely. Taking this mixture before bed means you're fueling the system, preparing the ground, right at the moment it's naturally geared up to do that vital work. You're working with your body's rhythm, not against it.
Aligning with the natural cycle. Makes sense. So what's the actual recipe? How do you mix it up?
It's incredibly simple. You start with half a teaspoon of baking soda, just half a teaspoon.
Got it.
Then you add the juice of half a fresh lemon. That's usually about a teaspoon of juice.
Fresh lemon, not the bottled stuff.
Fresh is best, yeah. Squeeze that into a small glass, maybe 4 to 6 ounces of water.
Right.
Stir it gently. You'll see that little fizz. Let it settle for a moment, then drink it slowly.
And when exactly? Right before sleep.
Dr. Khera recommends about 30 to 45 minutes before you plan to go to bed.
Gives it a little time.
Right. It gives your body that signal, prepares the ground with the balanced acidity, helps boost the blood vessel function, supports that testosterone production just as you're drifting off.
And you've seen this work for people, even skeptical ones.
Oh, definitely. I recall one patient, he said, "Doc, seriously, baking soda, I've tried everything." He was chuckling.
Yeah, I can imagine.
2 weeks later, he comes back, big smile, said he just felt different in the mornings, less stiff.
Yeah.
And his natural drive, he was coming back.
That's a powerful story. Now, for anyone listening thinking, okay, but how long? When will I feel something? Dr. Khera is clear. This isn't an overnight miracle cure, right? It's about steady, natural change.
Absolutely. It's not like flipping a switch. It's more like tending a garden.
Okay. So realistically, after doing this consistently for, say, 30 days, what kind of changes might someone start to notice?
Often, the very first thing men report is a difference in their energy. Not like a caffeine jolt, but a calmer, more dependable energy. Steady through the day.
Like a steady flame instead of a flicker, as one man apparently described it.
That's a great way to put it. You might find you don't need that afternoon nap anymore, or you don't feel completely wiped out after a decent walk.
That alone would be huge for many.
It really would. And mornings. Mornings often start to feel different, waking up feeling more alert, less groggy, and for many guys, yes, a return of that morning firmness.
Which is a good sign, biologically speaking.
A very good sign. It suggests testosterone levels are rising and, just as importantly, blood flow is improving.
And it sounds like these initial physical shifts, they start to cascade, right? They ripple out into other areas of life.
They absolutely do. Intimacy, for instance, it often starts to change. Desire might come more naturally, less forced. And that does wonders for confidence.
I bet.
Partners notice too. Wives or partners might comment that their husband seems more present, maybe more affectionate, just more engaged.
That's lovely. What about physically, like body composition?
Yeah, physically, you might see changes too. That stubborn belly fat that seems impossible after a certain age, it can start to reduce. And muscles.
Yeah?
They seem to respond better, even to light activity. Maybe less soreness, quicker recovery. I heard one guy joked he looked in the mirror and thought, hey, I recognize that guy, because his arms and chest felt firmer again.
Huh. That's great.
But maybe the biggest thing, the most moving transformation I hear about, is the return of confidence.
Yeah.
When men feel their strength returning, their energy coming back, they just carry themselves differently. They stand taller, speak with more conviction. There's a renewed pride. Life feels less like just managing decline and more like, well, like there's an open horizon again.
These changes sound profound.
Yeah.
But Dr. Khera also emphasizes, doesn't he, that while this baking soda and lemon ritual is potent, it works best when it's part of a bigger picture, supported by other healthy habits.
Exactly. He uses that analogy of planting a seed. The ritual is like planting the seed, but it still needs water, sunlight, good soil to really flourish.
So what are these water and sunlight habits? What else helps multiply the effect?
Well, connecting it all, a few key things stand out. First, zinc. Dr. Khera calls it almost like the ignition key for testosterone.
Zinc, okay.
Your body just can't make testosterone properly if you're low in zinc, and surprisingly, many older men are. Plus, zinc is great for prostate health, too.
Good sources.
Pumpkin seeds are fantastic. Oysters, if you like them. Beans, lean beef, good options, too.
All right, what else?
Magnesium. Think of magnesium as the calm mineral. Stress is a huge enemy of testosterone. It ramps up cortisol.
Right, the stress hormone.
Magnesium helps keep cortisol in check. It promotes relaxation, often leads to better sleep too. Spinach, almonds, even a bit of dark chocolate are good sources.
Dark chocolate, I can manage that.
Hey, most people can. Then, simple hydration. Sounds basic, but your blood is mostly water. Good circulation needs good hydration.
Makes sense.
So plenty of water, and maybe easing up on the alcohol helps everything just work more efficiently.
Okay, so key minerals like zinc and magnesium, plus hydration. What about broader lifestyle things?
Sleep itself deserves its own mention. Really aiming for 7 or 8 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep.
Because that's when the hormone production happens.
Exactly. Most of it happens during deep sleep. So combining good sleep hygiene with that evening ritual, it's like compounding the benefit.
Doubling down.
You got it. And finally, movement. Consistent movement.
Not necessarily hitting the gym hard.
No, not at all. Gentle, consistent activity. A brisk walk, especially after dinner, is great. Regular stretching, maybe some light resistance training, body weight exercises are fine.
What does the movement do?
It sends a signal to your body. It
Right.
says, hey, strength is needed here. Vitality is important. It tells your body that testosterone is required.
It creates the demand.
Precisely. So when you bring all these pieces together, the zinc, magnesium, hydration, sleep, movement, you create this optimal environment, the perfect ecosystem for that baking soda and lemon ritual to really shine and for your body to genuinely thrive.
So we've covered the physical, the energy, the strength, the intimacy. But Dr. Khera also talks about something deeper, doesn't he? An emotional side. He calls it reclaiming manhood after 60. What does that really mean for guys who feel like they've lost something?
Yeah, this is important. It prompts the question, doesn't it? How do we define manhood in this chapter? It's definitely not about trying to be 20 again.
Right.
It's about embracing the best version of who you are right now. A lot of men quietly feel afraid they've lost themselves somehow, that the best is behind them.
A sense of powerlessness, maybe?
Exactly. But Dr. Khera's message is that aging doesn't have to equal powerlessness. This evening ritual, combined with the supportive habits, it's more than just a health tweak. It becomes a kind of daily statement.
A statement.
Yeah, like saying, every night I refuse to let age just define me. It's about reclaiming that sense of agency, realizing you still have influence over your own vitality, your energy, your outlook, finding that emotional freedom.
So it boils down to hope, really,
Yeah,
and taking purposeful action.
Absolutely. It builds this deep, quiet pride, not just in what you find you can do again, but pride in the decision to keep living fully, to keep engaging.
And that impacts everything else.
Without a doubt, relationships often improve. Your whole outlook can brighten. You regain that sense of purpose. Just take a second and imagine, how could life feel, say, 30 days from now if you started tonight?
Yeah.
More energy, maybe more confidence with your partner, feeling looser and easier in your movements, thinking more clearly, and just feeling that renewed sense of pride. That future isn't some fantasy. It's there, waiting for you to claim it.
Gentlemen, you've heard it here on the Deep Dive. We've really journeyed through quite a bit today, starting from, well, a simple box of baking soda and exploring some profound truths about being a vital man after 60. We've looked at why testosterone matters so much, how baking soda and lemon juice can create this powerful natural evening ritual, and critically, how consistency combined with those supportive habits like zinc, magnesium, water, sleep, movement can genuinely transform things.
It's powerful stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's not about chasing youth, is it? It's about stepping into this chapter right now with strength, with dignity, with vitality.
Absolutely. I've seen it firsthand. Men realizing they aren't powerless, that their vitality, their energy, it still belongs to them. So my challenge to you listening is take this information, make it your own for the next 30 days, see what happens.
A 30-day challenge.
Why not? This isn't the end of your story. It could be the beginning of a really exciting new chapter, one filled with more energy, confidence, better intimacy, real purpose. Just remember, age presents challenges, yes, but you define your manhood.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on Deep Dive. If this exploration resonated with you today, please do take a moment to like this video, maybe share with a friend who could benefit, and definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next Deep Dive.
Keep learning.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and definitely keep that fire burning.